Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, I've got a holiday party makeup look tutorial for you, and it's using all drugstore makeup. So last week I put up another holiday party look tutorial and it was all about the blingy eyes, and I did a really beautiful metallic silver on that one. But I had said that I was going to try to dupe the look this week with all drugstore makeup. But I put the option out there of doing not silver, but maybe another color. And so many people wrote in and said that they wanted to see something a little bit warmer that could be worn by people with brown eyes. And while I do think that brown-eyed people can wear the silver, obviously you know what looks best on you. And so since so many people wanted to see something warm, I decided to go for a rose gold tutorial today. And the eyeshadow palette that I used today to get this look is one of the Morphe palettes. This is the B25 palette. So it's got 25 pans of color, everything from neutrals to cools to warms, so you can do just about any look with this palette, and I love how the eyeshadow came out today. What I really love about this eye look is that then you go for a little bit more of a neutral lip, and it goes so beautifully with like really dewy, youthful looking skin, and of course I love that look. So I hope you enjoy the tutorial. If you like the look, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And let's start in with the step-by-step tutorial for how to achieve this look for people with more mature skin. All right, let's start with our primers. First one I'm going to use is CoverGirl Lid Lockup. This is my favorite from the drugstore. It's almost my favorite from any store. I'm really loving this. So it has a nice doe foot applicator, just one swipe on each lid, and then blend that in with the fingers. This is a great little primer. It keeps my eyeshadow in place all day long with no creasing, no fading. This one's nice and matte, so for older lids where you don't want shimmer up too high, that one keeps everything above the eyelids nice and matte. But there is another one that I discovered recently, and where the heck is it? The Catrice Prime and Fine Intensity. This one is really great at intensifying eyeshadows, which sometimes you need with drugstore eyeshadows because they can be a little bit on the weaker, less pigmented side. But this is a little bit shimmery, so I only like to use it on the movable lid. So what the heck, let's go ahead and just put a tiny bit of this on the movable lid. This really helps the eyeshadow colors to show up and to brighten the movable part of the lid, because with a hooded eye, you definitely want to keep everything below the crease lighter and brighter, and that's what really helps that part to make it look like you have a larger eyelid. So let's do our face primer as well, so that has time to set up. In the other video, I had used Farsali Skin Tune Blur. Today we're going to use NYX Total Control Drop Primer. This formula is pretty similar to the Farsali Skin Tune Blur. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and drop a couple of drops on the back of my hand. Just going to rub this onto the spots on my face where I have enlarged pores, have some texture issues. Also going to use this as an under eye concealer primer. This feels very silicone-y. This doesn't really feel like the Farsali Skin Tune Blur, unfortunately. I was hoping this was going to be a little bit of a better dupe for it, but we'll see how this one does. So okay, we've got the two primers on. We will let that set up, and we'll work on the eyeshadow first in case there's any fallout. For today's tutorial, I'm going to use the Morphe 25B palette. So I have this nice Morphe vegan brush set. This is a 9-piece brush set, and this has pretty much everything that you might need to do your face makeup as well as eye makeup. First, I'm going to use this Morphe All Over Shader, and I'm going to use the color Shy. And I'm going to pack this on the movable part of my lid from the inner corner to the outer corner. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the one eye first, and that way we'll save time and I'll only do one on camera. All right, you guys, I've got the first eye finished. Next, I'm going to use my Morphe M514 brush and the color Truth. I'm going to roll that in there, pick up some color, tap it off, and I'm going to put that above the crease to become our transition color between the crease and the eyebrow in the outer V, and high above the crease, but leaving a little bit of white space between the eyebrow and the color. And I'm also going to bring that down onto the movable part of my lid to about halfway across. Next, I'm going to use my Morphe M441 brush and the color Speechless. I'm going to put that right over the top of Truth just to darken up the outer corner, put it way deep in the crease. I'm not going to bring it up as high as I did with Truth, So this is going to kind of start our gradation of color from the darkest color deep in the crease and then fading up towards the brow. I'm also going to bring that across on the movable lid to about halfway. I'm also going to bring it into the inner corner. Next, I'm going to use the Morphe pencil brush from the Vegan brush set and the color Most. And now I'm going to start creating that darker outer V and also the template for our eyeliner. So I'm going to start deep in the crease and drag that at a steep angle down to my lash line. And when I get to my lash line, I'm going to just drag it across at the base of the lashes to start setting up that smoky eye. When applying this color, you want to make sure that everything has an upward lift out here, so you don't want to put anything below the line that goes from your eyebrow to your outer corner. So anything that swoops down here is going to drag your eye down. We want everything aiming in an upward direction so that our eyes look lifted and awake and more youthful. Next, I'm going to use the same brush and the color Quake. It's a little bit more red to it, so this will add to a little bit more of the rose gold color we have going on. And I'm going to put that right over the previous color just to warm that up a little bit. Then I'm also going to put it deep in the crease and start bringing it across about a third of the way, setting up that outer V shape. Then I'm going to go in with my Beauty Junkies Pro Tapered Blending Brush and blend that out. And I'm going to blend a little bit of that below my lower lashes. Then I'm going to take this angled brush from the Beauty Junkies Vegan brush set. I'm going to go into Most, just dipping the tips of the bristles in there. I'm going to bring that beneath the lower lashes to connect the eyeshadow up to the upper lashes. So where anything dips down there, I'm just going to use a clean Q-tip to clean that away so that that maintains our nice straight upward lifted line. Next, I'm going to use the all over shading brush from the Vegan brush set and some setting spray. This is the Wet n Wild matte finish setting spray. I'm just going to spray a little bit of that into the cap. And I'm going to use this to pack on the gold eyeshadow to get a little more color payout out of it. So I'm going to dip the brush into the setting spray. Then we're going to go into Topaz and start packing that on the movable part of the lid, making sure that you're going all the way up into the crease so that you get that nice round shape of your eyeball, and following that all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner. And then pack on as much as you want to make it as metallic and gold as you want to go for. But you can do whatever you want, whatever you think looks best on your face. So I'm going to dip the angled brush into the setting spray, making some eyeliner on this eye using the darkest shade in the palette called Effort. And then I'm just going to use that to press some eyeliner at my lash line. And this is going to set up our template for where we're going to go with the liquid liner. With older, more mature skin, it sometimes droops down a little bit here. So if I was to take this and do the wing like younger people do, I would make my wing go pretty much like this, right? But you see, when I open my eye and look straight ahead, that dips down a little bit and then it just kind of goes straight. So that really isn't giving me that upward lift that I like to get. So I'm going to get rid of that one. That was just for demonstration purposes. So it's important to understand your own face and know what adjustments you need to make for your makeup. So the way I have to place my wing so it actually goes up is to have it take off a little bit before the very end of my eyelid, because the end is where it really droops down there. And that is where my wing has to go. For the liquid liner, I'm going to use NYX Super Skinny Eye Marker in Carbon Black. All right, and see how much more uplifty that looks when I do it that way? You know, and maybe you don't want to wear a winged eyeliner. That's okay, you don't have to. If you can't do it, no big deal. You can do the push brush and that sets up your wing looking kind of eyeliner, and that can be enough. All right, so for the lower waterline, I'm going to use my Sephora contour pencil in Tiramisu. Not a drugstore brand, but it's at a drugstore price, $10 for this. So I'm just going to do that at the inner waterline on the upper lashes. Then for the lower lashes, I'm going to use NYX Metallic Eye Pencil in Rose Gold. So I'm just going to run that along my lower lash line on the waterline. Put a little bit of that at the inner corner. I don't know, I gotta say the gold in this palette is pretty weak, not really giving me the payout that I want. What do you say we go ahead and try Character, which is the rose gold. Again, I'm gonna dip my brush into the setting spray. See if we can get that really bright sparkle pop of color that I'm looking for. Oh yeah, that seems much, much better. All right, and then to really smoke that out, I'm going to use the kind of pencil-y brush from the Vegan brush set. I'm going to go back into Most, smoke that out right at the edge of the eyeliner, and mattify the crease. And I'm going to use my Beauty Junkies Pro Tapered Blender just to blend that out a little bit. Let's go back in with that big Morphe brush and a little bit of Speechless. Right at the top of where we just added that smoke to warm that up and bring that rose gold color back into it. All right, that's the eyeshadow, a coat of mascara, and we'll be done. For the mascara today, I'm going to use Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara in Blackest Black. 2 coats of that. For the bottom lashes, I'm going to use CoverGirl Flourish by Lash Blast. The Temptation brush is just too fat for me to use on my lower lashes, so I like the CoverGirl brush better because it's a very skinny, prickly little brush, so it helps to pick out every little lash. If you had a lot of fallout below your eyes, go ahead and clean that up now, and also clean up any sparkle that's fallen at the inner corner because that can accentuate our wrinkles. Let's go ahead with the foundation. Today I'm going to use L'Oreal True Match in Natural Buff N3. It doesn't come with a pump. This I stole off of the Ordinary foundation. I think I like this one best applied with a flat top kabuki brush, so I'm going to use the Morphe brush from the Vegan kit. Oh shoot, I forgot the glowy stuff under the makeup. So in the previous tutorial, I had used Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter and put it on under the makeup to get a Lit From Within glow going. All right, so next we're going to put on our under eye concealer. Today I'm using Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser in medium. I rip off the little puffy thing because I don't like that. And then I put a little bit on the back of my hand. Then I have a Sephora lip brush. I pick it up off the back of my hand with that. And I apply it to my under eye area, generally following the darker side of my eye bag. And do a little bit up my nose where I have my glasses marks. And then I just press it in with my fingers to warm it up and help spread it across underneath my eyes. Put a little bit out here to kind of reinforce where we did that upward lift at the outer corner. Alright, I'm going to just highlight right here on my forehead to kind of add a little extra makeup into my Ripley skin there and brighten that up a bit. I'm going to blend that with the blending sponge. I'm going to just run a little concealer down the center of my nose to start contouring a bit. And I like to put concealer on my nose, especially for like a party, because that's where my foundation always wears off first. All right, let's go ahead and set the under eyes. Today I'm going to use NYC Smooth Skin Setting Powder. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit, ooh, that comes out fast, out into the cap. I'm going to use my e.l.f. blush brush to apply it. Swirl that into the cap. I really don't want a lot of setting powder under my eyes. And I'm just going to press that underneath my eyes to set my concealer. So see where I've set it? You can't really see that shadow anymore, and over here you can. I'm also going to set my T-zone, and that'll help to reduce the look of my pores. All right, now to get a nice dewy look going for the skin, we're going to go in with L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion in the shade 902 Light Glow. And I'm just going to use that same Sephora lip brush from before. We're going to do down bridge of the nose and on the tip of the nose. Then we're going to put some almost in like a V shape around the corner of the eyes, at the top of the cheekbone, and then down on the fronts of the cheeks. And I'm going to use my blending sponge to blend that in. Feel like we could use a little bit more up there on the cheekbone. This is a lot more subtle than the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to pick up a tiny bit on that brush, and I'm going to use that as a brow highlight. And I think in the last video I put a little bit on the Cupid's bow and a little bit in the center of my chin. All right, for our bronzer today, I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is in the shade Bronzer. And I've got a big fluffy brush from the Morphe Vegan Brush Kit. And I just start high up in my hairline just to do a little contouring on my forehead, bring a little sun-kissed glow to the face. For doing our contouring over here, I'm going to use the foundation brush from the Vegan Brush Kit. I'm going to start back here by my hairline and just draw that out. I'm going to pick up a little more and do my jawbone contouring. I like to put a little bit of bronzer under there. Then I use whatever's on the brush to kind of softly contour my nose a little bit. I don't like a harsh contour on my nose. And then I use whatever's left on the brush to go ahead and blend out that cheek contour. For the blush today, I'm going to use the Milani Rose Blush in Tea Rose and this nice angled brush from the Morphe brush set. For the brows today, I'm going to be using Joa Brow Down to Me. Tried this in a whole Joa review video that I did a while ago and really liked it. So this is more of a rectangular shaped tip, and I like that because it reminds me of my Chanel. So you can just use this to draw like individual type hairs here at the inner corner and then fill across any sparse spots. All right, last step is the lippy. For the lip liner, I've got NYX lip liner in Natural. And I'm going to use Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Seductress. And here's the finished look. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't tell you how much I love this lippy with the eyeshadow. I think this is such a beautiful look. So I hope you enjoyed the look. I hope you found it helpful and informative with all the tips and tricks for more mature skin. So thank you so much for your time. You know, I always really appreciate your watching. Have a great day, everybody, and happy holidays, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.